Hello, beautiful people. How you all doing? It's your one and only anointed Theophilos. How you doing? Wherever you are, I want to say welcome back to my channel. It's all about music and of course family matter. Today I want to talk to instrumentalists that play uh, in our local churches. Instrumentalists generally, especially those who are Christians. You know, instrumentalists are people who handle the instruments in the church. They play, and believe me, trust me, I give it to them. You know, instruments makes service beautiful, makes our songs, our praise and worship beautiful. When those instrumentalists put their hands on the instruments, it makes the service beautiful. You sometimes you can feel the power of God in the house because somebody's playing the keyboard, somebody's playing the saxophone, you know. So I'm gonna today I just want to talk to instrumentalists and like some of the mistakes they make during service or during program when they play. Generally, some of the mistakes some instrumentalists make, and we're just trying to rub mind regarding this. Instrumentalist is practically an ambient, a department of the church. Is an extension of the choir body. You know, they practically are members of the choir. Some are not members of the choir. In some programs, they import them. Like, okay, a better player should be imported to come and play for the program. You know, but instrumentalists are a wing of the choir department. Normally, in a church setting, the choir department is that body that is responsible for the songs, for the music. Their responsibilities for the music to bring down the glory of God through music. But as singers, we have some of our mistakes we make on stage. When we're on stage ministering, there are many mistakes that we make as singers, as vocalists, soloists in the church. So also our instrumentalists. My experience over the years, I've seen instrumentalists make mistakes. Some of them have been able to correct them as they grow, as they mature in God, as they mature in experiences. They are able to correct them. I just put about 10. I'm not sure I'll be able to finish 10. 10 mistakes instrumentalists make on stage while they are playing in the process of a program, a church service. Number one, here I said most of them are not spiritually minded. One of the mistakes instrumentalists make is that they come kinda when they want to come and play in the house of God. As an instrumentalist, sometimes we have the opportunity. Opportunity come that we play outside the church. We play in wedding reception, marriages, burial, birthday, dedication reception. Outside this, social events. Even as singers, we could sing in social events. That's understandable. But most instrumentalists, when it comes to playing in the church, they still come with that mindset of a social gathering. No. When it's time to come and play in the house of God as an instrumentalist, trust me, you also have to be part of the worship, part of the service program, spiritually minded for that day. A lot of instrumentalists, they don't have time to pray. They don't have time to fast. They don't have time to commit the program into the hand. Even if you have rehearsed very well, you know the song very well. Part of what you should do as an instrumentalist is to assist your skill, your play, that drumming, is to assist it spiritually. There are people that, as they put their hand on that instrument, as they play saxophone, you see the power of God everywhere. I've seen people like Natalia Bassi, apart from the singing, who handle the sass, Pastor Ineche. So what am I trying to say? You can be ministering to people by playing, and people will be feeling the presence of God. The power of God will be moving. Why? Because you have assisted your playing skillfully, physically, coming from the angle of the spiritual angle. So instrumentalists that play in the church, you also have to know that you need to be spiritually minded. Just like singers, sometimes you have to pray before you come to service committing your playing into the hand of God. I don't just want to play. I don't just want to be carnal. Lord, make me to be spiritually minded. Even as I play, let my playing be a blessing to the hearer, to the people of God, to as many that will attend this program. Some of us are paid to come and play, or yes, I would say hired to come and play. You know, even as singers pray fast towards going to a program, if you are going to play for other people in their church or in their program, there's nothing stopping you as an instrumentalist to also pray, God, let this program not, I'm not just going there to play, let this program also be a blessing to my life. You understand? Have to be spiritually minded. A lot of instrumentalists come so carnal, so carnal. I don't want to go deep. The Bible says to be spiritually minded is life. So get this. There's nothing wrong in preparing yourself spiritually in prayer, in fasting, you know, speaking in tongues, preparing for, just because you want to come and play, you prepare yourself toward that program, towards that service. So one of the mistakes instrumentalists make is that they come to services not spiritually prepared. If you are spiritually connected, as the service is going on, you can see yourself connecting to the move of the Holy Spirit. Even as you are playing, you know the right thing to play and the right thing to play and at the right time. So be spiritually minded. Another mistake I see some instrumentalists make in our local churches is that most instrumentalists have not been to America, I've not been to Canada, I've not been to the Asian nations, but I'm judging from the aspect of the African perspective. Most instrumentalists are often very proud. You know, not all, some, especially when they know they are not good. You know, in Europe, for example, the skillful players are scarce, and so most instrumentalists now have the spirit of pride. Even as a singer, pride goes before a fall. The Bible says, if you are proud, God does not like a proud person. You must come to the presence of God with that contrite heart. You know, who be me? It's a privilege to play for God. Who am I to sing for God? So you must understand that as an instrumentalist, pride should not come here at all. Do everything you can to make sure that you are humble to people. You know, if you have to correct people in love during rehearsals, correct them in love. Not just shout, hey. You know, you are angry at every little mistake the singers make, choir make one. No, some choir might not know everything about the keys, about the notes, about modulations, and some of the musical knowledge you have as an instrumentalist, they might not know. They just want to sing. They don't know, have any music knowledge. It is your responsibility to correct them and teach them in love as a guitarist, as a bassist, as a keyboardist, as a drummer, as a saxophonist. You know, it is your responsibility to correct them in love. Come to the presence of God, to the house of God. Of course, humbleness is one of the fruit of the Spirit. As an instrumentalist, I will encourage you to have that spirit of humbleness. One of the mistakes instrumentalists make is that most of them are not humble. When you correct them on stage, they are angry. Some of them can't even get up and leave the instrument and go. Some of them will just stop playing and be looking at you on stage. Those are some, you know, if there is any correction to make, any observation, that one can be done later after a program, after service. At that period, you don't have to just, in the middle of playing, you just stop. Maybe the drummer is playing what you don't like as a bassist or as a keyboardist. You just stop, and everybody in the presence of performing in the church, you know, it's not supposed to be like that. Pride goes before a fall. One of the mistakes instrumentalists make is that most of them, some of them are proud, and when you are proud, it spoils your gift. You know, character is also part of what you should have, apart from the skill and the knowledge that you have, apart from the gift of singing you have as a singer. One of the things that you should have is character. People must see that humbleness in you. Another mistakes I see that instrumentalists make on stage is they don't study the event. They just play anything during program. They don't study the event to play. Study the event in the process of the service or the program. What I mean by this is you must be, that's why to be spiritually minded is also, when I say to be spiritually minded, is also very important. In this aspect, it is what is going on in the church that you can, that's the kind of song you have to put, that you have to introduce if you want to solo as an instrumentalist. If you want to chip in a song, it is what is happening at that very time that you are supposed to play a song in line with what is going on. Now, I'm going to give an example. If we're in a Sunday service, in a program, and the man of God is praying for the sick people, praying for God to heal them, there are songs you should play at that time. The song you should play at that time should not be the song of asking God for a favor. No. It should be songs that are healing driven, songs that talk about the supremacy of God over sickness, you know. Now, deliverance is taking place. They are delivering people from demonic powers. You know, there are songs you should play at that time. If deliverance is going on, instrumentally, we are not playing reggae. I got my made up and do come back for deliverance service. At that time, deliverance they go on. You are playing reggae. No, that's the wrong song. A right song for the wrong event. So one of the mistakes instrumentalists make, I'm going to be brief now, is that they don't study the event. Look at what is going on, because if you are connected to the service, you must know the right songs to play in case you are the instrumentalist who wants to introduce the song to the people by soloing it. Most time, leave it for the vocalist to do. Even some vocalists don't even know. We make some of these mistakes sometimes, like leaving the right song for the right event is very important. As singers, please note. So instrumentalists also should learn to study the event to be able to introduce the song that they want to put. Now, the next thing I say, another mistake that instrumentalists makes, that don't show or overshow mistakes made by vocalists on stage. Don't show or overshow mistakes vocalists are making. You know, some people will be singing and instrumentalists are just, you know, trying to cover up, you know. But one of the mistakes instrumentalists make is that when a singer makes a mistake, they make it obvious for the people to know that he or she had made such a mistake. You know, you must be able to balance off at that time and cover up that mistake in the process of that ministration. Maybe somebody is leading praise and worship. He went off beat. He went off key. The key is too high, or the person is you are playing. You have not landed with your playing. There's a place you're supposed to. You have not landed. You know, some of us, we are very quick. We didn't listen. We just enter in the midway. The instrumentalists never land from their solo. I don't know how someone put time, you know. But when they have not landed, you go enter inside. That's in the verse instrumentalist, you know. So most instrumentalists will show from their facial expression on stage. People will just know that this person is making mistake. No, as an instrumentalist, you must learn to cover up mistake. Even while the soloist or the lead singer made that mistake, because now we are on stage, we just feel nothing happen. We just roll. So instrumentalists are very good with that. Thank you guys. Super shout out to every one of you. Instrumentalists are very good with that. But most instrumentalists will make those mistakes, like they will frown. Wait now. You never even wait. Make I finish, you know. You are supposed to wait so that I'll be able to round up. I never even land. You don't enter, you know. On stage, they will show that anger, that facial expression on stage, and it's a minus when it comes to performing and playing on stage as an instrumentalist. Another mistake that instrumentalists make is that, you see, they outflow the leader of the song, the lead of the song. If you as an instrumentalist, you know that somebody who is leading the praise and worship is good. I think it's always good to allow the person to just flow. What I mean by this, don't outflow the person. You know, sometimes during the time of praise and worship, as the person is singing, you see, instrumentally, we just introduce another song for them. We are singing, I just want to say, Baba oh, Eshe, I just want to say, Baba oh, Eshe. Instrumentally, we're going to enter another song. Instrumentalist went and be playing the other song. The lead singer, you never know whether he want to continue with that song, or he or she already have another one in mind that he wants to put immediately the one he's singing now. So what I mean by don't outflow the leader. Be an instrumentalist who is sensitive to somebody who is leading the praise and worship. Now, if the person is taking too much time, is not able to bring another song in, then at that time you are expected to quickly help the person and introduce the song by soloing the song. But when the person, you know the person is good, he knows how to flow with different songs, he can flow back to back, don't put song for that person. Don't introduce song for that person. Leave the person, you know. Most time, just allow the person to flow on his or her own. Because as singers, when we are singing, we already know the next song we want to put. If you as an instrumentalist go and put another song, it has a way of cutting the flow of the singer. It has a way of cutting the I want to talk now, the atmosphere that the singer is carrying. You know, you block that flow. No, just leave the singer. You just be like instrumentalists now, they just the flow. Now then did that flow. A singer will not come and bring something different inside. It will spoil the flow of the instrumentalist. You know, we go it gets the beat. So always leave the lead singer during praise and worship to do the flow. Don't interrupt. Don't outflow the person. So that's one mistake that instrumentalists also make. Now, help to remedy key or beat crisis during ministration. One of the mistakes instrumentalists make is that, especially when they want to really disgrace you for stage, you know, they know you sang off beat or you sang off key, they'll leave one there, or the key is too high, they still leave you there. May you die there, you know. So I'm going to recommend. That's one of the mistakes instrumentalists make on stage. You know, they know that the key is too high for the singer, so at that time the singer is already in crisis. So what you can do is to see how you can maneuver. Sometimes the singer might look at you and you tell the person wait, and you reduce the key, bring it down. Professional singers will know, bring it down. There is nothing wrong on stage to bring down the key. Quickly go to a lower key, convenient for that person, you know, in the process of ministration. So what am I trying to say is to save crisis during ministration, help to remedy crisis during ministration, you know, especially offbeat and when it has to do with key. If somebody went off key quickly, you know, most instrumentalists are good with that. Quickly, they swift to the key the person has moved to. It helps to balance the flow of praise and worship. I'm going to stop here for today as an instrumentalist. Maybe I'll be doing part 2 of this instrumentalist series. Thank you for watching. My name is Anointed Theo. If you have not subscribed to this channel, make do subscribe and click the notification bell button. I just want to share this musical experience with my instrumentalists. Thank you for all that you do as an instrumentalist. God bless you. See you in my next video.